Someone said to me कि तेरी आंखों में पूरी फिल्म है परम। फिर किसी ने मुझे ये भी बोला था कि इरफान सर के बाद ऐसी आंखें बहुत टाइम के बाद, वो बहुत बड़ा कॉम्प्लीमेंट था मेरे लिए। Recently something happened. I'm doing a workshop and there's a senior actor, and that's not my problem that he can't hear my dialogue or whatever it is. I'm saying my dialogue, and then they're like, I said, sir, I've spoken. थोड़ा ऊंची बोलो ना, but मेरी लाइन ऊंची बोलने वाली है ही नहीं.
Do you feel if you ever plan to say speak against it, you could be termed as somebody who's difficult?
Yes, very easily. यार उसको थोड़ा difficult actor है. Why? Because he's fighting for the righteous.
Yeah.
And before COVID, basically, I was not getting work. I was trying really hard. There was no work. I didn't know why I was not getting work. Then I started doing casting with Kavish Sinha because I wanted to know what's wrong with me. What is there? Not even a single or shortlist is happening. My father said, I have been paying you. Do you need not as much as you want, but still I'm paying you. You can survive in Bombay. Now you can't leave this. Now you have to go back. Please go, do auditions, you'll get work. The little Param must be on the cloud nine. If he wouldn't, I don't know what's the answer to this. Right now I'm feeling like a little Param.
Well, each time I see my guest on screen, there's only one thing going on in my mind, that where was this incredible actor all this while? And that's what makes him the next big thing. Welcoming Paramvir Cheema, who joins on a very fresh episode of the next big thing, only on the Free Press Journal. Hi Paramvir, how have you been?
Hi, thank you so much. I've been great. How have you been?
I have been great. In fact, I've been wanting to tell you since quite a while now that actors like you are rare. I truly believe that. And it gives all the audience members, I'm not even saying this as a critique, so much happiness to finally see talent get its due. And I think you have proven it, that talent above everything else, coming from Punjab and making a big name for yourself on your terms. And today I see filmmakers, I see so many actors talk such nice words about you. Firstly, tell me how would that little Param must be feeling right now, who didn't even dream of all of these things.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for the appreciation. This means a lot to me, really, really. And the little Param must be on the cloud nine. If he wouldn't, I don't know what's the answer to this. Right now I'm feeling like a little Param. So yeah, great, amazing, out of the world, on cloud nine. Yeah, that's what I say.
Wow. Param, each time you pick a role, I feel there's a lot of thought that goes into it. Also because they are not just any role. You know, they bring a lot of impact to it.
Yes.
And that is what you do. Like each time I maybe say watch an episode or watch a show, I feel like, okay, I take away so many things from your character. Be it Chamak, like every show for that matter. What is the process while you are doing these, you are taking this role? Because I remember during Tabber you were like, I was not even sure, like मेरे को लग रहा था मजाक है because lead के लिए call आया था. But I'm so glad that you played the role that you played. Don't you feel now that
even I am very glad. Yeah, even I am very glad because now when I look at my journey and after playing the role, what I thought about it was, thank God I got this role.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't do happy. Thank God I did lucky, because lucky made me lucky.
Correct.
So whenever I do something, whenever I read a script, whenever I'm briefed, there's just one thing going in my mind, that what am I bringing and doing? First of all, what am I bringing to the table as an artist? And what is my duty as an artist? First of all, I have to do something that I haven't done before. That's the first thing. And am I bringing any change? Will this provoke people to think
Correct.
about something?
Correct.
And are we doing anything that is morally correct? And which impact is this role going to bring on the viewers? And whenever I do a scene also, I always think like that after watching this, how is the audience going to feel? If I am saying this line, like इन सपने उम्र भर ख्याली भूतों से अगर मैं ना डरता, खुदा मैं का जोर से जीता, खुदा क्या मैं चैन से मरता. This is a very big line.
Yeah.
So what I am feeling right now, I want people to feel more of it, because I am just reading it. When there will be music, there will be performance, camera movement. This is going to be big.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to relate to this, because this is relatable to everyone. So that's what runs in my mind. And what is the similarity between the previous role that I have done and this? How can I make this different? If I played a cop in Tabbar and I'm playing a jailer in Black Warrant, first of all, I note down the similarities. Then what is different? Then what now I am bringing to this?
Wow.
So I think of it. I think a lot. I keep thinking. I don't meet anyone. I don't go out to a party. I just keep walking. There's a back road where I stay in Juhu Link Road. I keep walking there. I walk there in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. Just keep thinking about this.
Wow. You know, that's such a unique approach that you follow. You just mentioned it. But when you make it big in a certain way in our industry, acceptance is a big part of any actor's dream. हर actor को लगता है कि मुझे appreciate करें, मेरे काम को लोग पहचाने, and that has happened with you, you know. And it's all sort of a start of your career कि थोड़ा जल्दी आपको मिल गया है, बहुत लोगों को बहुत सालों बाद मिलता है. Does that ever put an added pressure on your shoulders? Because now your fans, the audience members, the critics, the filmmakers,
yes,
everyone expects only better things from you.
Yes, pressure is always there. It has been there. But like after Tabbar, when I was doing Chamak, there was a lot of pressure, because Sony Live has trusted me so much. They are giving me a lead, that to their very big show after Tabbar, in which I was playing a primary part. So that faith they are keeping in me. So there is pressure. And then people have praised me in Tabbar. They're like breakthrough performance. Everybody has praised. Then that pressure. But after doing Chamak, I received good response. After doing another project, after doing Black Warrant, now I realized that nothing is going to change if I take pressure or not. It's just going to impact my personal and mental health. And if there might be a chance if I feel pressure, it will affect my performance. Basically, we want to stay relaxed in front of camera. We just want the character to feel the tension, not Paramvir to feel the tension. So, and it all depends on the director, on the team I'm working with. If something goes wrong there, what's the point of taking pressure? So just do my job is the thing I can do, and rest, I just true to be my craft. That's it.
Yeah.
People will love it. If you're true to be yourself, if I'm wrong somewhere, I know I'm wrong. Then it is going to be wrong.
Yeah.
If here and here everything is right, it is going to be right.
Lovely. You know, a lot of times I feel that when it takes a lot to be self-made in an industry like showbiz or even the media industry, like if you don't have big connections, big contacts initially when you're entering and you don't have anyone's hand on your head, I think it is a little difficult. But when you were going through that journey, when you were not the Paramvir that you are today in the public eye, was there ever a moment of self-doubt creeping in कि मैं चले जाता हूँ वापस पंजाब and I can't do this?
Yes. Before COVID, basically I was not getting work. I was trying really hard. There was no work. I didn't know why I was not getting work. Then I started doing casting with Kavish Sinha, because I wanted to know what's wrong with me. What is there? Not even a single or shortlist is happening. I don't know why. Then I thought I should leave Bombay. Then I said, let's give it one more try. Doubt comes all the time. And then I started doing casting with Kavish sir. I said, sir, I want to do casting. I don't want any money from you. I am an actor. I have come here to be an actor. I just want the liberty to give auditions, and I'll not do laptop wala kaam. I'll just do auditions. I want to see actors perform. Then when I watched it, then I realized, oh, fuck, really? How will I get work if I am doing this? I am not doing what the camera, what's the need of the camera? That's what I'm not doing. And then shortlist started to came, and then COVID happened. I went back, and when I went back, when you stay at your home for a long time, not just for 3-4 days, for 2-3 months, then you got to know what problems are there are going on there. What are the main problems, and that my father is getting old. How is he earning money? And then I thought of quitting it. And then my father said, I have been paying you. Do you need not as much as you want, but still I'm paying you. You can survive in Bombay. Now you can't leave this. Now you have to go back. Please go, do auditions, you'll get work. And I started auditioning during the time of COVID only. From there I got Tabbar.
Amazing. No, you know how this makes me feel how important family support is. क्योंकि मैंने एक रील देखी थी जिधर आप बता रहे थे कि पहले पापा नहीं support करते थे, and then him transitioning into this man who tells कि go live your dreams and it's okay, I will handle the financial part. And now when he sees tables turn, when he sees you are taking care of yourself, your family, how does he feel? What are the conversations like now?
Now he's always excited. He's even excited than me. He's more excited than me. He's always like, what is happening next? What are you doing? Okay, so Sunny Deol को मिला था, कैसा था? अच्छा वरुण के साथ कैसा था? Okay, अनुराग sir. He remembers everybody's name. Anurag sir, Ajit sir. He keeps asking about Vikram sir, Ajit sir. Ajit sir को मेरे सत श्री अकाल बुला दे. Vikram sir कैसे हैं? क्या मिला? क्या बात हुई? I think he sort of understands now how to get into the character, how to come out of the character, what's the process I follow. He understands everything. Because I keep talking to him, okay, for camera was like this, they put camera there, and he's a farmer.
Yeah.
He did LLB, but he's an advocate, but he doesn't practice law. He's a farmer. So sometimes I think that my father also wanted to be an actor. When I talk to him, he's so excited. अच्छा अच्छा यार तूने मुझे कॉल पे बताया नहीं बॉर्डर के शूट पे फिर क्या हुआ? अच्छा अच्छा कैसे आया सनी देओल? ओ अच्छा अच्छा तू देख अब ये पोर्च बना दी है ना घर पे यहाँ मर्सिडीज खड़ी करनी है तुम्हें लाके मतलब इतने खुश हैं वो.
So nice.
So I'm really happy. Finally things have worked out. Yes.
Lovely. You know, there are many, I am sure a lot of people, a lot of actors, a lot of big public figures must have praised you. But what is that one compliment or one appreciation that has stayed with you? It could be from anyone.
Yeah. So someone said to me कि तेरी आँखों में पूरी film है परम.
Wow.
You don't need to do anything if you'll just look at the person and the person is involved. They, he, she, whoever it is, they can see the film in your eyes. That was a big compliment for me. और फिर किसी ने मुझे ये भी बोला था कि इरफान सर के बाद ऐसी आंखें बहुत टाइम के बाद वो बहुत बड़ा compliment था मेरे लिए.
That is actually true because now that I think of it, even when you don't have dialogues and your face comes, we as audiences, we can understand what's going on in your head. So yeah, you do have very expressive eyes, I agree. But you know, there has been so many things spoken about, the several debates that go on. I just feel that wherever you are from, inside or outside, it doesn't matter. If you are talented enough, your talent should be appreciated, and never ever should your surname decide if you should be a part of a project.
Yes.
If you ever see disparities anywhere, you know, if you are auditioning or if you are a part of a project or if you've been rejected, how do you explain yourself? Because I know for a matter of fact that a lot of times there are things that are unfair that happen to actors. How do you deal with those things?
So things happen. Yes, a lot of things happen. And when sometimes you're working with stars, then also a different thing happens. And you don't you don't understand, should I say, you don't come to a conclusion that you know that the other person is wrong,
Yeah, correct.
and I am right, and still you can't say it, and the other person is saying it all the time, whatever he wants to say. He's not targeting you in general, anything he's saying, and people are like, right. In their heads, they know that this is wrong.
Yeah.
And sometimes the other actor comes to you and says कि स्क्रीन पे ना कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है, कुछ करना यार, कुछ करना. And the director knows what you're doing is right, you know what you're doing is right. How come the other actor is saying you, and they come to you again and again, and then you don't do it because the other person is with you in the scene.
Yeah.
Then they feel like, sometimes I've seen even the directors can't say.
Yeah.
That's the most difficult situation which an actor can be in, and then you have to be quiet. And sometimes there's a senior actor, like recently something happened, I'm doing a workshop and there's a senior actor, and that's not my problem that he can't hear my dialogue or whatever it is. I'm saying my dialogue, and then they're like, I said, sir, I've spoken. थोड़ा ऊंची बोलो ना, बट मेरी लाइन ऊंची बोलने वाली है ही नहीं. एंड द डायरेक्टर नोज दैट आई हैव स्पोकन, स्टिल ही इज नॉट सेइंग इट. सो these things happen, and I think सब चीज़ का फल मिलता है यार. Whatever is happening, if I'm staying quiet, a lot of people know that I'm quiet, he's not saying anything. That adds to your reputation or whatever it is. And because everybody knows everything.
Correct.
तो बस उस टाइम पे to control yourself is a task, but if you master that, then you're unstoppable.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're very patient to be controlling it? I also feel if you don't, it could go haywire, right? There's only little, like you said, sometimes I have seen sometimes producers, people who have put their money, they can't say anything, and there's this thing called star power. But do you feel if you ever plan to speak against it, you could be termed as somebody who's difficult?
Yes, very easily. यार उसको थोड़ा difficult actor है. Why? Because he's fighting for the righteous.
Yeah.
So I would like to share an incident. What happened? I was shooting for something, and the AD came to my vanity. और उसमें कुछ था, तो मैंने कहा कि यार ये ना कुछ ये ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए मेरी लुक में. तो वो बोले, सर इतना कौन ध्यान देता है, आप रोज़ ही इस चीज़ के पीछे लड़ाई करते हो. कि मैंने कहा यार मैं ध्यान देता हूँ, आई हैव टू बी पर्टिकुलर अबाउट एवरी कंटिन्यूटी दैट आई एम इन, बिकॉज द सीन इज गोइंग ऑन राइट नाउ वेयर देयर इज so one aspect is this, one is this, and I want to portray it the way director has told me, because the AD, sometimes the AD doesn't know what the director wants. I said थोड़ी सी भी गलती अगर होगी ना तो मेरा कैरेक्टर खराब जाएगा.
True.
I have to, like in Black War and what was happening, I said I used to fight for the turban. I used to say कि नहीं ये turban गलत है, इसमें थोड़े और, there should be more, कुछ सिलवटें और चाहिए. So one day, one guy was like, why you keep fighting for the turban? I said, because the turban depicts my mood in the show. If you have watched it closely, in the beginning the turban is there, but बहुत अच्छे से बंधी हुई है. Then in 4th episode, when he is gone to the wedding, it's different. Then when we come to 7th episode, there are a lot of full loosen up and all, and a lot of people noticed that. Is it because I am playing a silent character who couldn't speak anything? Where can I find that thing to show my emotions, what's going in my head? So turban was there for me. तो ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ों के कारण ही I think everybody is noticing कि okay, he's good. If I wouldn't fight for these things, then I'll be just a normal guy, another actor who's working and coming, working and going, not saying anything. True. So I like to say.
Wow. You come across as somebody who's been secure as an actor. The kind of choices also that you've made prove that. That being said, there are so many times that you deal with somebody else's insecurity on set. And so many actors have spoken about it. Some have kept quiet, some have spoken about it. Some have tried to resolve it internally. How do you, as an actor who's now experienced, who has good line of work, how do you react to it? Because it could also impact your performance. If you have an equally secure co-star, I feel it will just boost your performance.
Yes, of course. Matlab, that is a blessing. If you get a co-star who's equally secure and equally giving, that's a blessing for you. But if there is insecurity, that's a bane. And because I had one experience when I was working on a project. I had a chat with an actor on the phone that I am still figuring out the character. I don't know where it goes. And the actor was like, yeah, even I am figuring out. I said, okay. Then when we were shooting, we shot the scene. I got a call. तू तो full zone में है. तो मैंने कहा that's a good thing. नहीं, but तूने मुझे बोला you're figuring out. तो मैंने कहा if you think I am in the zone, that means it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But तूने मुझे क्यों बोला you're figuring out? So these kind of things, and then I was like, okay, I have to come, work and go. Just focus on your work because you don't know, because actors are sensitive people.
Yeah.
They'll get hurt on something, and you can't deal with everyone. You don't know which kind of a person he or she is in the beginning. With time, you get to know it.
Correct.
So in the beginning, it's good to be quiet.
Yeah. Do you also feel it's a little difficult to maintain friendships in this industry? Like, see, people are friendly, but they can't be your friends always. And this is what even my work has taught me, that not everyone I smile and talk with can be my friend. The moment I turn, or the moment they turn, something could be wrong. And with actors, we keep hearing it, and we see very little friendships in the
Yes.
Bollywood industry. How what do you think about that? And are you like detached that I don't want to make new friends now?
No, I'm always open to make friends, but I'm very choosy in making friends because I have learned a lot from my experiences in the past that insecurities are there.
Yeah.
Actors, it's difficult to be friends. And then to maintain that friendship, you have to put in a little extra effort. And when you're busy, sometimes you can't put in that effort, and the other person is like, oh, तेरे में बहुत हवा आ गई है, तू तो busy हो गया. But it's not that way. I am busy. That's why I'm not putting it. And then you start feeling the pressure. So the pressure of friendship should not be there. The friendship is a friendship if there is no pressure. And if you are meeting the other person after 3-4 years also, the equation and the bond is the same.
Correct.
If there is pressure, I think in the industry, you start feeling pressure at some time.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
when you're working, the other person is not working, that's different. But I am friends with the directors. So there is no pressure.
Yeah, there's also no insecurity.
Yeah, like Ajit sir, I worked with him in Tabbar. We are good friends. Whenever I get something, I call him. Like Rohit sir, we can talk on phone for hours. कि ये हो गया, ये हो गया. वो भी कभी हो गया. So I'm friends with the directors, with the costume team, with other teams, not with actors.
How do you take competition as, because even there's media also to be blamed a little, that we have this habit of comparing. ये कोई अच्छा नया एक्टर आया तो हम कोई पुराने एक्टर जिसने शायद सिमिलर वर्क किया होगा, we'll start comparing. How do you take this as? Does this boost you, or does this like sort of demotivate you? कि why is there so much comparison around?
This obviously boosts me. This is like, okay, आया तो, because there's a lot of competition everywhere. So that gives me a little bit of, what do you say, a little bit of kick. Okay, now I have to work a little more. So now more, let's get more into the zone, more deep. Let's explore more. Something is missing.
Correct.
What new can I do? Okay, people have seen this. Now I'll do this. Okay, this is new. People are liking this. So this gives me मतलब kick मिलता है मेरे को इससे.
Wow. You know, lastly, before we wrap this conversation, you have an interesting lineup. I don't know how much am I allowed to speak, but so I'll ask you. I know we can talk about Border 2 for sure.
Yes.
It's of course announced. Chamak 2 just released, so that is doing great. Tell me a little about Border 2. What was the initial reaction like? Because it is huge. To be a part of a cult classic like that, it's a pride.
Yeah. So obviously, it's a great feeling. That too, first film I signed, that was Border, the cult classic, and working with Anurag sir and the team. Varun was there, Sahni sir. sharing screen with Sunny
Sunny
Deol.
Deol, yeah.
Oh my God. And that too, what I have not done till now, action. So you guys will see me in action, Cheema in action. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, Paramvir, before I let you go, you know, I truly, truly feel you're the next big thing. And it's very, very heartening to see people like you get their due so early in their career. And I hope
Thank
you
you.
only continue to do that. But if I ask you, who do you think from today's generation or somebody new you've watched who, you know, you think is going to be the next big thing, who would it be?
Others Gaurav is
Oh,
already a
yeah.
big thing, yeah. Others, and if you talk about me from the freshers, there's an actor in Black Warrant. He's playing a part of Lovely,
Okay.
small part, but I'm talking about who people don't know.
No.
His name is Aditya Sinha.
Okay.
I find him very interesting.
Lovely.
Others Gaurav is already a big
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Others, and this is, I think, Lovely. Aditya Sinha.
Aditya Sinha,
Yes.
we'll remember.
Yes.
Okay, on that note, thank you so much, Paramvir, for joining in. I
Thank
hope
you.
you always remain the next big thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.